Well, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, hi. My name is Maureen. I'm calling from the streets of Taifa, Accra, Ghana.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ayirebuah Speaks Literally podcast with me, your host, Ayirebuah. You're welcome back. And it's been like a month. I have a reason. I always have a reason, and it's always something to do with school. But we're here with another episode, and this episode we call it "Where Do You See Yourself in 10 Years?" And the reason the reason for this episode is that it's May of 2024, which marks 10 years since I finished high school. And so my friend Maureen and I decided to go back into those days of high school in Achimota School and just talk about our days in the school, our friendships in the school. Basically, it's reminiscing and also looking back at the last 10 years. It definitely has not been easy, but we've made it through, and we're hoping to see what the next 10 years has for us as well, by God's grace. So anyway, enjoy this episode, and I'll see you on the next one.
Well, damn. Hello, how are you feeling? So glad you tuned in. Let's get to talking. Nah. Ayirebuah speaks literally. Yeah, she's speaking literally. About things like literary. Whether happy, scary, or teary, she'll have you feeling very merry. She's about to kill. Nah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to the episode. And like I said, we have our, is this a recurring guest? Yes, we'll call her a recurring guest, Maureen Do Agbagba. And we're going
Hi,
to,
hi.
wait now, let me hie you in.
Sorry.
Yes, so she's, as you can see, she's very eager to get into the episode, but don't worry. So we're going to talk about the last 10 years of our lives. And why is this significant? Is because it's been 10 years. We're in May now, and that marks, 10 years since we finished high school, specifically Achimota Senior High. Did we call it Achimota Senior High, or we just call it Achimota?
Motown, period.
Just Motown. Okay, just Motown. Okay. So, hi, Maureen. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well. How are you doing?
Well, I'm alright. You okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I think not much has changed in the last 10 years. We are still John girls.
I agree. Even John now, honestly.
So
How has your day been?
Uh, Today was chill, I guess.
mhm.
Nothing chaotic. I think it was more controlled chaos than absolute chaos, which is good for me. Yeah, traffic minimal, food excellent, stress minimal because it's almost weekend. So yeah, I'd rate it a 7.
A 7 is not bad at all. 7 is actually a good day in adulthood
Yeah,
world.
I
Oh,
know. What would
really?
you rate today?
Oh, well, to be very honest, my day is always like a 5 because it goes and comes very quickly. It's I've been having struggles with my sleep schedule because I used the whole month of April, which is why I haven't been able to record new podcasts since the last one
Okay.
in March. Um, I've been using the month of April to do my coursework, and now that I'm done with it, there's a little bit of free time till I have to continue, with the school life again. So, but yeah, we digress. Okay, so today we said we're going to talk about, or we're going to commemorate, or remember. Hey,
Hey,
memorialize our 10-year anniversary from high school. How does that
right.
make you feel?
Old. Very
Well,
old.
that's the first word that will come to mind. Old.
Yeah,
How old were
very
we
old.
when we finished? How old were you? Let me just see.
I was 16.
You're 16. Then I was
Yeah.
I was 17.
Yeah, you were 17.
And how has the last 10 years been for you?
Oh,
No, let me not even
really?
let's let's cut it down. Let's do step by step. Let's go step by
Okay.
step. Step by step. What was the first year out of high school like?
It was a lot of things. So we had just come out of a cage. And so for some of us were trying to like find our way without being caged.
Mm,
And I mean, for me, it was pretty much the same because I just went back home. And my house, I mean, if you know, you know, I was barely going anywhere, barely doing anything. So it was pretty much the same for me, but also very different because no one is asking you to go to prep, no one's asking you to read a book and come and write an essay. Like there was nothing of that sort. Um, and the people you spent what the last 3 years with were absent. So there was that, trying to get used to that as well. And then, of course, looking forward to the future and what you want to do now that you're done with high school and all those plots and plans that would be made or were being made. For me, it was tough because of family tragedies that happened
mm,
within the year of finishing school and then the year after. So it was sort of like I don't know. So yeah, the year after. Wait, are you talking about the year after school? The year, yeah. I mean, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, those 2 years were not exactly great for me,
Mm,
but yeah, we figured it out.
mm. And
Yeah.
so after school, we still went to school. So what schools have you been to since then?
Okay. So I went to Accra Polytechnic, now Accra Technical University,
Yeah.
for my diploma, and then I went to JIJ for my degree. So yeah.
So now you
What
are
about you?
okay.
What about you, girl?
Well, hold on. I'll talk me. I'll talk me. Okay. So for my first year after high school, um, if I say high school is a bit too, it's not rolling off the tongue well. So let me just say, let's
SS.
let's say rolling off the tongue world. Hey boy, I said I said rolling off the tongue world. It's not rolling off the tongue well. Let me take my time. And so after SSA, hey, the first year was very, very hard for me personally. Okay.
Mm,
So we finished in May and I didn't go to university until July of the next year. So that was what
mhm,
that's one of the things that made it tough. Um I found a lot of things about myself during that period. I don't exactly remember much about that period, but I do remember being very sad during that period. And it's not because school has ended, because no, I was happy to be done with school. Trust me. I was very, very excited about being done with school. But the fact that I was looking forward to something else and
mm,
that didn't happen for me, and I had to struggle, I had to find alternative ways to be happy or whatever it was. Yeah, that was quite a struggle for me. But again, I managed to pull through by the help of support from my family and friends. And so then by the next year, I was back in school. I was in uni, and that was Mount Crest University where I did my LLB, and then from there um I went to the law school, professional law school, and yeah, and then I qualified to be a lawyer. So mm, mm, It's been okay, but in between there've been bumps. Yeah. So me, I was going to ask you, after journalism, what are you doing now?
So how do I even? Okay, so I didn't really, or I haven't really pursued journalism full
Mm,
time. But yeah, I did do like a part-time gig um for a couple of months. Um but yeah, I'm like corporate girly. I'm a PA, so that's
yeah.
my life.
Okay.
I'm
So
glad I got
let's
to pursue my dream.
yeah, that's actually what we started off thinking, or what when we were there, that's all we're thinking about. What will I be doing in the next 10 years? I hope I'll be able to achieve something in the next 10 years. We may not be as rich as we thought we would be, but
Oh,
at least we've been able to check some boxes off the list and make
yeah,
some progress in life. But let's go back to our first day in Achimota School, shall we?
we shall.
4th November 2011. For me, because you are a latecomer, I know.
Why do you have to do that?
No, all of us, we attended school early. We came 4th November crying. 2011, they said, come to school. We were there. Okay, so what was the first day you arrived? Was a week after, right?
It was actually yeah, the week after, but not like the week after. So 4th November was a Thursday or so,
Was
or
a
Friday.
Friday?
It was a Friday. So yeah, I came to school on Monday.
Okay, so
And when I came, everybody was at assembly or wait, morning devotion. So um I went to the house, had to go and drop my trunk and my stuff, my mattress, my trunk, all of those things. And I still didn't have a uniform. So
so how did you get to assembly?
I came to assembly and I was under the canopy. And then they said, if you don't have uniform, go to the what and go and get a uniform. And I remember on my way, I met Carl Nunu, the prefect. He's like, who are you? Are you a student? I'm like, yeah, I'm in first year. Where's your uniform? I'm just on the way to go and get it. Well, hurry up. Hey. So yeah,
Were you scared or confused?
I was both scared and confused because I'm like, bro, can you be nice to me? I don't even know my way around. I'm trying to go and find the place for the uniform and you're telling me to hurry up. I don't even know where I'm going. So I think someone else, I don't know if it was a prefect now, but someone else helped me to go and get the uniform from what's the name of that place? From the uniform place.
The uniform place. I know exactly where that office is, but I can't remember where what that's called.
Exactly. So I went to get my uniform and I changed immediately because I mean I didn't have
Where did you
um
change?
I
In
changed in the
there.
washroom.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I think I changed in the washroom or there. I remember I changed somewhere. And then yeah, that's what happened on the first day for me.
Did we have
Yeah.
class on that Monday?
No, I don't think we did. We had orientation.
Orientation,
No,
yeah, that's true.
was it exactly on that Monday though?
See, things are I know the first
So
week was
touched,
like
like yeah.
I know the first week was I remember we being in Agri Chapel, we had to
Yeah,
choose
the
our
whole time.
classes. We had to choose our classes, and our seven was at the back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was at the back. And then I saw Sejibia, and I remembered Sejibia from camp, teen camp, the previous year or 2 years before.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Things are just like blurry right now, but I'm sure things will come back to me. But I remember my first day, 4th November, my mother dropped me off, and I was sad and excited at the same time. I didn't cry till like December. If we went in November, I didn't cry till December. Or like no, not even December, like January, because um I think when I went home in December, family members came home from abroad, and then I had to leave for school again. And
Mm-hmm.
so the whole feeling of I've left home, like it finally hit me around that time. But when I actually arrived for the first time, it didn't hit me like that. So I was okay, like arriving at school. And the first thing
Right.
that they told me was the hairbrush I brought is not on school.
So,
What? I brought did I bring an extension cord or something?
girl, for what?
For an iron. Everything they gave back to my mother. My sandals, it didn't have the buckles at the top. It was just like
Ah,
plain
okay.
clay decks. They said it's non school. So already my armpit was sweating. Like, hey babe, am I already in trouble? What's happening? And I went to B dorm and I met my seniors and I met my mates. Emma, MFA, and Henrietta were my mates from the my first dorm. And then my seniors, I remember Eresi. Eresi was my corner mate on it, obviously. So she was the one who was helping me, find my feet and do my everything. And there was Elizabeth, there was Baba, there was I can't remember everybody's name. Jesus.
Of course you wouldn't.
I can't remember. There was Esther. She became the house prefect by
Yeah,
the
I
time she
remember.
was in Form 3. Yeah. What about you? When you went back, I mean back home to the house, who were the first people that you met? Who were the first friends that you made?
So, let me backtrack a bit. I went to Achimota Basic School and then Achimota Preparatory School before I went to Achimota Basic.
Ah, made in
So,
Achimota.
yeah, period, girl, period. If you say Achimota, I will appear. So I knew some people, obviously. I was looking forward to seeing a lot of my mates from Achimota Basic, but I only saw a few. So
Mm-hmm.
when we got back to the house, already I was confused. One, because I hadn't been placed because of the time I came. I technically didn't have a bed. I didn't know where I was going. So I remember they called Form Ones to the common room.
Mm.
So we went to the common room, and then I was finally assigned C dorm. So it was in the common room that I saw Rhoda. So I know Rhoda from Achimota Preparatory School
Yeah.
and um, Beatrice as well from Achimota Preparatory. So I saw them. I was so excited to see familiar faces.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just chill at that point. I just sort of calmed down because I was so anxious. I didn't know what to expect. The seniors were generally nice. So they helped me carry my stuff to see them, the same dorm that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
And my corner mates was actually the dorm monitress. Her name was Juliana. And I was in the
How do you
same
say
dorm
was?
with her name is Hey, I'm sorry. And yeah, so Rhoda was in my dorm. I met Nabis. I met oh my gosh, why do I not remember? There was the Cynthia. I think there was two Cynthias. There was Crowny, there was Judith. I do not remember the name of the person in the corner, but there was somebody in the corner. I don't remember right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I remember like these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the first. Yeah, the first people or the first people I remember. I didn't get much of the non-school thing because again, nobody really checked my trunk
Yeah.
because I
Because
came late.
you see, if you
So,
had come with the rest of us, you would have been screened and scrutinized normally.
but I did have to like ask what are we supposed to do? How do I put this there? And I think Rhoda or someone helped me to arrange my trunk because there was a way we were supposed to arrange our trunks
Oh
and
yeah, I remember that. You
yeah.
have to fold it in a certain way.
Oh,
Oh,
that stressed me out because I
stress.
couldn't arrange it in the straight.
See, you'd think that by now I'll be folding my stuff the same way. No,
Girl, I roll my stuff, okay? I roll them.
no, I'm not folding my stuff like that. Okay, so now we are getting a picture of how our first days were like. For me, I
Mhm.
was feeling excited about, who I'm going to meet next. What was so exciting about high school and blah blah blah. And the funny thing is, people were encouraging me. This no, not even encouraging, discouraging me from going to Achimota. They were saying that Achimota they'll call her, Obeseyo, Menko, Menko. Mm. Anyway, I still went.
Really?
Yes, because at make school, people say this, people say that.
Oh, wow.
People say this, people say that, but I still went because I like to do what I want. You can't tell me what to do.
But was it always Achimota? Was it the one choice, or you had other choices that you had made?
I was thinking of,
Obviously, yes, you did
I,
have, but
yeah, we had choices, but I was thinking of Holy Child first.
okay.
But the reason I chose Achimota is because I was a child of sickness, not sickness like me yari yari,
What do you
but
mean?
but like because of my asthma
Uh-huh.
and I don't know. Like I like first no, I do usually fall sick. So it will be better to,
Be
or we
close
thought
to
it would be
home.
better. Yeah, it would be better to be close to home. And my house was like 20 or 15, even less if there's no traffic,
Yeah,
5 minutes away
yeah,
from the school. So if any emergency, I don't have to be so far away. So
true.
it's fine. Achimota is fine for my course. I want to do general arts. It's fine. And let's just go there. And so I went there. So for me, I was just excited about, what else, what's next to expect, what's there. And we went to dining on the first night, and we saw we saw the boys in black trousers.
Girl,
And we saw the boys in black trousers, and that just means that they were form four, right?
right.
And then you see people whispering, he's nice way, he's nice way. Me, I went to say my own, he's nice. So Sana, hey, Sana.
It was somebody's boy.
Yes, see another person's voice. Hey,
I made
see,
sure to keep my comments to
see
a
me,
fellow form one because
see me, see wahala. So obviously, you learn by experience, right? So now you keep quiet.
yeah,
You keep quiet, and then you face your front. So let's talk about Nino's night. Do you remember what you did at Nino's night?
yeah. I remember extensively what I did. I remember all the rehearsals that went down before Nino's night. So what happened was how I even got incorporated into the whole thing was that I had this, I don't know whether to call it a dress or something that I used to wear in the house. And I remember, I think we had a problem with our tap. So we had to go to the lower dorm, which was on the other side of the house, to fetch water. And one of the seniors who was in charge of like organizing the form ones for the Ninos, like the entertainment person in the house, she
Mm-hmm.
saw me wearing the thing. She's like, "Hey, is that you?" And I was confused. I'm like, "Yeah, it is me, but does she mean something else?" Because again, in Motown, it was so weird because somebody will be saying one thing and you think they're talking about one thing, but they're talking about something else. So you constantly have to be asking questions. So what she said, is that you? Hey. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, is that me as in Maureen me or me as in what does she mean? So I said, yes, that's me. And then she said, when you're done, come to the common room. So I'm thinking now that, oh my gosh, I've given a cheeky answer and I'm in trouble. So I go to the common room and I realize, oh, it's not just me. There's other form ones in the common room. And then we were told that Nino's night is coming. We have to make the house win or something. So we are going to start rehearsals. And the concept is that we're going to be in a club and some people are going to be grinding people.
Eh?
And I'm I'm going to be wait, what's the person? A grinder and a grindee. Okay, so
Sure.
I'm going to be a grindee. Wait, what's a grindee? A grindee in this case would be who? The person in front or the person at the back?
The person at the back.
Okay, no, so I was a grinder.
Oh God.
Girl, yeah. So we used to have rehearsals for that. we had a lot of rehearsals for that. It was fun and interesting. And then the night finally came, and I think I was given somebody's Bloody Mary or something to wear, a shirt from somewhere, something. And
Some
then
people
it
may
was,
not understand what Bloody Mary is. Could you
oh, my bad.
explain?
So Bloody Mary was the skirt that Form 4 girls wore. So it was the normal Achimota cloth, but in red. So that's why we
Mhm.
called it Bloody Mary. And Nino's night arrived. We went on stage, we did our thing, and yeah, that was that. What
Yeah.
did you do for Nino's night?
I can't remember. I remember somebody was performing Nicki Minaj's "This One's for the Boy with the Pullman System." After see, so what we had to do, some I don't remember who and who were the posers, but we were just like a long line of people behind the person performing that song, and as the beat changes, we just change our pose. That's all we had to do, and I'm like, hey, Jimmy, like they're really fooling us. We just like all we had to do, like I wish I could show you right now. I'll
I
just
know, I can
put my
imagine.
if I put my hand one hand behind my head and hold my waist and share my waist like this. Then when the song changes small, then you change your style. So basically just change your style, change your style, standing at the back like that. Hey, that's all I had to do. I remember
What is
powder.
fun?
Sorry.
Were you not entertained?
It was fun actually. It wasn't too embarrassing, but it was embarrassing.
Of
And I remember wearing my culottes and chemise and sandals and kambu and powder on the face. It was just some. I have a picture of it, but I don't have that picture with me now. If I ask my mother to go into my my album to get that picture, I don't know if she'll mind me. But yeah, I do have a picture of that day. Okay, so let's move on to some. Obviously Nino's night was a bit embarrassing, but not too much. Was it that embarrassing?
No, not so much, no.
Okay, so can you remember some embarrassing moments that you had in school?
Falling asleep at prep.
That's embarrassing. That's like,
Was
well
it not
done.
embarrassing?
Why would that be embarrassing?
No, because I think my arm fell off the table. Like you know when your head is on your arm, right? You're sleeping, your head is on your arm. But I was sleeping so much that my arm like moved off the table.
No
So
boy.
yeah. And the form ones, if you were on the Western compound, the form ones had prep at the very back, like the very end of the dining hall. And
Hmm.
I remember my table head was Ruby, the Western, how do they call them now? The Western girls prefect or the girls Western prefect.
Girls were still prefect.
Do they call them? Anyway, yeah, so she was the prefect on the West. And I think I had told her that I was feeling sleepy. And she gave me this thing to do where she would give you a word and she tell you to form words out of it. It used to work, but that
Anagrams.
night, yeah, anagram. But that night it didn't work. I was tired. So I remember I was reading history. Next thing I know, I'm collecting myself, trying to
Well, I actually blame you for reading history at prep.
write. Bad decision.
Bad decision.
Wrong
Bad
choice.
decision. History at prep. Wow.
Ah,
For
but
for
yeah,
for me,
for you, girl.
there's only one thing that will come to my mind.
Of course,
There's only one thing. And obviously not a lot of people, well, right now I don't think a lot of people will remember,
I'm sure
especially
we
my
will.
seniors. Nobody will remember.
Etched
But
in our memory.
no. Nobody will remember. But I was there one time, and then my house mistress calls me. Shout outs to my house mistress.
Hey,
She calls me that she wants me to join another senior to do a debate for inter-house debates competition.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like, was it form 2? I think I was in form 2 or
Yeah, I think it
form
was
1
fun.
third term, something like that.
Yeah. Gating
And
is a privilege, not a right. I remember.
yes, that's the topic. The topic was gating is a privilege, not a right. And we were against the motion. Mhm. So
How are you against the motion? Oh,
we're
wait,
against gating. So let me
wait.
explain
Why
what
are you
gating
against
is.
gating? First of all, that's why you.
Let me explain what gating is. So gating is, I don't know, but we came to meet it. It's when a boy and a girl are walking together, walking from dining hall to the agri chapel to the classroom, classroom to. They say that it was because some people, or like before our time, they actually used to walk the girls to the gate of their house. So it's
Right.
gating. So that's where the term came from. But now I don't think around that time boys could walk to our houses. So it was just basically just walking with a girl or a boy, blah blah blah. And so everything is fine. I've finished my debate. My co-debater has also come with her part, and I'm supposed to conclude. Everything is going on fresh and nice, so clean, so fine. Oh, so the end of my speech is that gay hair boys and hey, you see, as I see, it
Gay
has
girls
happened
and
again.
butcher boys.
It's gay hair girls and butcher boys do not have um or are not complaining about what. It's just something I don't remember what the conclusion was, but the conclusion had gay hair girls and butcher boys. But what came out of my mouth in front of the whole school, in front of an outside panel of judges, I don't know if there were cameras there. Were there cameras there? I can't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember either.
I
I
can't
think there
remember.
were maybe
I can't
for the
remember, but
for the school magazine. Yeah, maybe.
the whole Agri Chapel was filled with everybody, students, teachers,
Yes.
every single body. And I said, gay girls
Eh,
and butcher girls.
ah,
And
the
everybody went,
pandemonium.
everybody went, "Hey!"
It was like a moment of silence and then chaos.
Because I think if I had just continued reading, nobody would have
Continue.
noticed.
Yeah,
But
but you paused.
I paused. I paused and I said, and then I just read through the end and I went back. I went to sit. I went to sit down and I hid.
Amidst the uproar.
And then Auntie Kukwa, I think she was on the judges, on the part of the judges.
Yeah.
She told them to call me back because they didn't hear the end because of the noise. So I had to walk.
Uh,
They had to. Everybody had to keep quiet for me to walk back and say it again. So that moment was like I wanted the earth to just open up and swallow me because I'm a teenager and making this kind of mistake in front of everybody like this is like obviously it's not
to
a big
scar
deal.
you. Yeah,
It's
now
it's
it's
not a
not.
big deal, but at that moment I just wanted the earth to open up, swallow
And
me,
swallow you.
take me away. But now it's all past and gone. I don't think anybody will remember this
Oh,
moment.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will.
Huh, huh. Let them try.
They will.
Yeah, so that would be my most embarrassment in school. And
I mean, I barely did anything, so mine would just be sleeping at prep or something.
mm, sleeping at prep. I still don't get how that. I think you deserve it because if you were sleeping around the time when we're doing Founders Day rehearsals, you deserve it. Do you remember how
What do you
stressful those
mean?
things were?
I was always going for Founders Day rehearsal.
Everybody was. Nobody had a choice.
Yeah, but who would be sleeping during Founders Day rehearsal?
No, I'm saying after you finish Founders Day rehearsal and you come back,
Ah,
you have
right.
to go to prep. You deserve the sleep.
Wasn't it though? I think, yeah, I think maybe it was around that time. Because, I mean, I wouldn't sleep at prep.
You deserve the sleep because it was always around second term, right?
Yeah,
And
second term.
we
My
had
goodness.
inter-house sports and
Mm-hmm.
then Founders Day.
Founders Day.
So
Yeah.
for inter-house sports, they made us rehearse our jama as well.
Oh,
So
you guys rehearsed yours.
yeah, you
Did
didn't
you
rehearse
ever
yours.
rehearse ours?
No wonder yours was
No,
not
I
nice.
don't. Girl, I don't even remember a single one of your jama. Okay, I don't
So
remember.
we had like some animosity with Fraser boys. I was in
Of
Bisa
course.
house. We had some animosity with Fraser boys. So some of our jama will be Fraser do na campe, Fraser do na campe, Bita do na bodo. Those are some of the things that those are some of the things I remember. And then oh, what's this cheer? Um
Give me an A. Oh, you got an A. You got an A.
Something give me and then you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. Yeah, you ugly. Something like that.
You guys think you were cheerleaders.
We're cheerleaders, man. We tried our best. But Founders Day rehearsals, talk me through how some of yours went.
So,
And what
I
is
remember.
Founders Day?
Okay, so Founders Day is the school's celebration of our founders. It's usually a 3-day event. It's 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's usually a 3-day event in the first weekend of March. Why do I remember this? Meanwhile, I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing tomorrow. Anyway, um, so yeah, usually we would have rehearsals for the Founders Day Derba, which was a really big deal. It would bring together old students. What do they call the people that are like distinguished old students? Okay, Akures. Anyway,
How can you
would bring
forget
together.
that
No, no,
the
no, 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 no. That's not what I meant. I meant,
alumni
like yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's just say alumni. So yeah,
across?
Founders Day would occurs all over the world. Alumni, big men and big women. We would have special guests of honor, sometimes ministers, sometimes ex-presidents would be there. And all of us would have to, did we pick ethnic groups or we would be put in ethnic groups?
I think you could choose
I
your
think we,
ethnic
we
group.
choose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So everyone will have to choose the ethnic group that they want to join. Most people were joining the account group because everybody would just say, yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. Yeah. Like if you're in the account group, all you do is say, yeah, yeah, that's all. But I remember first year, I think I joined the Ewe group, obviously, because yeah, for obvious reasons.
Are you an Ewe or
And
something?
am I?
Yes.
Well, I guess we'll never know. I am. I am anyway. But yeah, I joined Ewe group first year. I think in Form 2, I joined the Northern group, and Form 3, still the Northern group. But back to Form 1, yes. My intention was to join the Ewe group and I think sing the song or be part of the people following the chief and holding the thing that they shake. But they called me and they said I should come and join the dances.
Ew.
And the dance routine was the most, I don't even know the right word to use to describe it. I was very, very lost in the first few rehearsals because I wasn't really getting the dance routine. But I think I figured it out. I didn't really like it, but the game is the game. So we just went with it. So
Mm.
yeah, that was Founders Day.
I remember that my first year I joined the Ga group. I'm not Ga, but I joined the Ga group because I wanted to learn like Ga songs. And then the second, third year I joined the Fancy group. Um, Obviously, I never danced for any of them. I know I danced for Fancy. I danced for Fancy. I sang
Do
for
African sacrifice.
yeah. Yabo, amanana yabo.
Yeah.
Yabo, amanana yabo. Oh, that was you see, the stress will stress you. But on that day when you're performing, you're just full of smiles and
Yeah, having the best time.
you're just so happy to. I think maybe not everybody will think the same way, but I think once you're performing, you're just so excited. And then the boys chorus and the girls chorus. We're always so
Yeah.
excited about those things. Why?
Why?
Yeah, why
Do
were we
you
so
ask why?
why are we so excited? If you look back at
So
the
when we
pictures,
were,
let me be very honest with you. Those muscles were not muscling. So
I beg to differ,
eh,
especially for the Form 4s we met when we
well,
were in Form 1.
okay. The form force we
Those
met.
people,
But gradually
I mean, yes, gradually the muscles muscled themselves out. Okay, so there was nothing, there was nothing left at the time we were doing girls' chorus and boys' chorus. It was just oiled body.
it's just it's an essential part of the day. Everybody
It
looks
is.
forward to. It's like the biggest moment of the day. Girls chorus
Mhm.
is fine, Adam Sere is fine, but the boys chorus, everybody was
Yeah.
looking forward to that part. The whole jump, the whole like
Mm-hmm.
if the floor doesn't
Also,
shake, yes, if the floor doesn't shake and make some noise, it's something else. But yeah, those are some of the things that we always looked forward to. What were some
mm-hmm.
of the other things that we looked forward to in our years over there?
And what? I didn't catch that.
Oh, it's because I was speaking like somebody from the UK. It's okay. I'll take it again. I said I said what were some of the things that we looked forward to in our years over there?
Visiting. Hello, can
True.
I hear hello?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
Facts.
then the day after visiting, because you and I
Ah,
had Jollof Day.
facts, facts, facts. Um,
And
mhm.
what else? Carol service. Carol's service.
Mm.
Yeah, Carol's night or Carol
Bonfire
service.
nights.
Bonfire night. There was something. Entertainment when we had movie nights.
Oh yeah, we watched
Yeah,
some
those were
real
fun.
horror movies. Do you know that?
We did. I don't know why they did that to us.
Why did they do that? Why did they not put on some rom com or something?
They don't want you to watch rom com because you're sitting by a boy. They don't want you to practice what you're watching.
Please,
So what horror?
please. There was this movie they made us watch, Wrong Turn. I can never get it out of my head.
Yeah, bruv, that was terrible.
They
It
used to make
was.
us watch horror movies. I don't get it. And we had one Rex night. I think
Yeah.
they told us that Rex night was cancelled, but we still had one Rex night. What was that? I think that was so exciting and yet strange.
I could not have described it better.
There is, back then we had this um, what I call it, equife face.
Yes.
Let's call it equife face, where w- we didn't just want to be there. We didn't allow ourselves to have fun and just enjoy being children, enjoy being teenagers. So we wanted to block the noise. Nobody should touch us. Why? What was going on?
I don't know. Well, for me, I think I just wasn't used to that. I didn't have that experience. And so having to allow myself to experience that, it was something I was very unprepared for. So I didn't really know how to experience it without feeling like I was going to lose myself. So I'd rather just, keep to myself,
Was
keep
it so
myself
wrong
intact.
for us to dance with each other, like as girls,
I mean, I
friends?
think I danced on Rex night. Didn't I dance?
I
Where
don't
was I on
remember
Rex
because
night?
I remember me not dancing.
I have a spicy story.
Ooh.
So I remember maybe like a week or two prior to Rex night, I went for SU, my girl. I
Mm.
went for SU.
Mhm.
And SU, we used to do Bible study
Mhm.
breakout groups.
Mhm.
And I remember I was in a group with this guy. right?
No names
So that's
mentioned.
how,
If it's
no names
juice.
mentioned. No names mentioned, no. Although I will tell you later. But anyway, I was in a group with this guy, and then we sort of like got along
Mm.
because, yes. And I don't know. I thought it was weird. Well, of course, I mean, in Achimota, you'd meet someone new every day, and then you'd make friends. It was normal for the
Mm-hmm.
antisocial people like me. So, um, we talked a bit after SU. I think we worked together. Um,
So
to
you were getting at SU.
I wasn't gating, girl. Mm-mm. I was getting after SU. Please get your facts right.
Sure, that's better.
So I think we got to like we separated at Lugard, and then yeah. So during the week when he would see me, he would be like, "Oh hi, how you doing?" Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. And then I think we met again at SU on Sunday, and then on Saturday, the day of Rex night. I think I went with my group of girls, but I think at some point in the night I lost all of them. So this was me just walking around looking at people like, oh wow, wow, okay. And I jumped or bumped into this guy. And he's like, oh hi, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm fine. Do you want to go and dance? I'm like, huh? I was like, huh? He's like, oh yeah, do you want to go and dance? And I'm like, no. And he's like, you don't want to dance? I'm like, no. Okay, so do you want to talk? I'm like, okay, sure, let's talk. So he's like, we should go inside and go and talk, which was just setting off alarm bells in my head because I'm like, why are we going inside to go and talk? Inside is so loud and noisy and packed. But we go inside, so we are at the back of the hall now. So by this time, the middle of the hall is people dancing and having a good time. And then the sides are people just looking and judging.
I'm sure that was
That
me.
was you. And I was at the back, and I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, so yeah, I mean, I was hoping that we could dance tonight. And I'm like, what is this?
Wow, you had a
what,
spicy experience.
what is this? He's like, yeah, I was hoping we could dance tonight. I'd been trying to talk to you for a while. So I'm like, okay, so that's why you ambushed me at SU, you betrayer. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to dance. I'm feeling hot. I'm going outside. So I left him standing there, and I went outside to like get a hold of myself because I was so
So
upset.
so now, what if that was your future husband?
Girl,
Eh?
I know that was not.
What if that was your future husband? Just dance. You're afraid.
I wasn't like, I just feel like he had used he had tried to use something like some means to
People
get to
marry
me.
when they meet in church. What's the problem? What's the problem? Don't people
I
meet
was
in
so
church and
stunned.
marry? What's your own?
I was so stunned when he said, I was hoping we could dance tonight. I'm like,
Oh, you teenager.
so all the while you were being nice to me as SC was so that you could dance with me on Rex night?
What's so wrong with
Wow.
that?
Judas Iscariot.
Also, I stand with him because he did nothing wrong.
Really.
He did nothing wrong. He
He betrayed my trust.
Please, what was there to betray? He just wanted. He found an avenue, and he used it. No harm, no foul.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't dance. I know a couple of my friends who did, though.
Hmm.
They had fun. Good for them.
Yeah, it's. I think it would have been better to enjoy our moments in school. Obviously, not go off track and join bad gang, but to enjoy being a teenager and a child would have been
Yeah.
better or good. So those are some of the things I look back and say, what if I had just, enjoyed this moment or enjoyed this thing, this that. But you can't
Same, same, same.
but you can't go back. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You are who you are
Because I
now.
remember at some point, um, I wanted to serve on the agri chapel, the people that lead assembly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had wanted to like sign up, but I was so scared. Like I was so shy. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if, what if? And there were so many what ifs, and so I just talked myself out of it.
Mm.
And
You,
I remember also one time at SU, they were playing the song "Tell the World," and I remember I really liked that song, and I could do the rap and everything. And so they played the chorus, and I think the person took it off, like he stopped playing it. And then someone who knew that I could do the rap gave me the microphone to do the rap. And I was like, oh no, no, I don't want to do it. And till this day, it haunts me to this day because I'm just thinking I should have just done it. I should have just had fun. But well,
yeah.
anyway,
So let's talk about, you mentioned some songs now. And there are some songs that we're so excited to be singing at the Agri Chapel. And the first thing that comes to mind is the hymn. Oh Jesus, I have promised banana to serve thee to the end. Bam, bam, bam.
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. So that song, I mean, immediately the pianist or the keyboardist, what do they call it? Yeah, those people. Immediately they
Yeah,
start the tune. Everybody's like, yay!
excited.
So
Yeah,
excited. So these are some of the, what other songs are we excited to sing about in the Agri Chapel or sing in the Agri Chapel?
I think there was. I don't remember now, but I think it was like a
Mm.
Christmas carol that Barry taught us. I think it was brightest and best or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
I know that
And
we
then
were always excited to sing the school song,
yeah,
and from
that as
Gambaga
well.
to Accra. And there was something that people used to add to it. They want us to stop. What was it?
Wait, to which song? To from Gambaga to Accra?
It's not, is it Gambaga to Accra or Achimota Mothers? Somebody
Day
used,
by day.
yeah. Somebody, they used to add something to it. Oh yeah, was send Ashantis. They used to do that part some
Yeah,
way. And then people,
only him. Yeah, and Mr. Plaka would tell us to not do that.
yeah, yeah, I remember that as well.
And
Okay.
he also had the fanfare thing that we would add to the anthem when we sang it.
What was that?
Oseyeye,
Oh,
Oseyeye.
yeah, yes, those were things that made us happy. It was just like, well, maybe a few things would make us happy at organized events. The thing
Right.
parts where we could be a little rebellious.
Mhm.
Speaking of rebellion, what were some of the school rules that you breaching common sense?
A breach of common sense. No, a breach of school rules is a breach of common sense. Is that what
Yes.
it is?
Mm-hmm. Or breach of common
Um,
sense, the breach of school rules.
it's a breach of school rules. Yeah,
Could be
okay.
one, either one.
Non-school stuff, I'm sure.
Like what? Tell us. Nobody will catch you now.
Oh, I had this shorts and t-shirt that I used to wear in the house, but it was seized anyway. But yeah, I really used to just enjoy wearing that. But my house mistress seized it because she said it wasn't in my house colors, one, and it looked far too suspicious. So she just took it.
Oh, you're
So
so
yeah.
wild.
And I we used to buy food from the the canteen, the Achimota Basic School
Mm-hmm.
canteen.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah.
jollof had some. What was inside? It
Yeah,
was so nice.
there was crack
There was
in that
crack
jollof.
in it. That had to be.
Yeah.
It was so nice. Maybe it's because we're eating. We're so used to eating like school food. So any sort of food like that was just like so tasty for us.
Yeah. And
And
also the danger involved. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure the danger also
risque.
made it more
Obviously,
delicious.
I never bought it myself, but if when people are buying, I put my money inside and let them
Of
buy and
course.
bring it. And there
Yeah.
was one of my friends as well in the house who, like, she had to go on errands outside the school. And so when she did go on errands, she would buy this food from, oh, this place in Achimota, is it Tasty Treats or something like that?
Treats.
Some
Yes,
treats,
treats. They
yeah,
were just treats, yeah.
treats. So she'd buy it and then we'll eat it. And what else? Phones. We had a phone. First when we came. pay phones for what were used, right?
Yeah.
But eventually we had to get yams for the house. And
Okay.
and me being a house nurse, I had a box room. Hey, I'm revealing my secrets. We had a box room. So the house phone was in the room with us. Obviously, you know what that means. I can call home anytime or call a friend anytime. But usually it will be home because all my friends will be in school. So
We're in school.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was usually just convenient to call home. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and Indomie. Indomie was not school.
Yeah. Indomie was not school, but guess who was eating Indomie?
We ate it all the
Us.
time. We used to use hot a kettle. Kettle too was not
Mm-hmm.
for everyone. Also, people who had like um special circumstances had to use hot water to bath instead of cold water. And so, we're all not allowed to use a kettle, but we still use the kettle to cook the Indomie and eat in, it was communal eating. There was something about communal eating that was just
I was just, yeah.
so
It was
exciting.
so fun.
Whether it's Gary and Sheto or Indomie, very, very exciting. And so
Mostly
let's talk about the friendships that you made in school that have lasted till this day.
okay.
We're
I
about
mean,
wrapping up.
obviously, the most obvious one is
Is it
this
me?
one.
Is it me? Oh, is it me?
Girl, please. Okay. And obviously my friendship with Ifwa Ichamwa.
Shout
And
out to Chan.
yeah, and Sechi.
Shout out
I
to
mean, these are
Chibia.
classmates friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like most of my house friendships,
Fade
I
away.
don't want to say they didn't stand the test of time, but they they were there and then they just died.
Weren't. Yeah. I get that. I get it because we found ourselves in like various circles or various like spaces, and we can't people grow up, and the fact that you're not communicating with somebody every day doesn't mean that they are not your friends, or you
Right.
like obviously there are people that you'll be closer to, or there are even some people that you were not even close to in school, but afterwards you become close to.
Mm-hmm.
Life changes. For me, the friendships that have stayed with me, some from my house and some from my class, and most of the time it will be both. For you,
Mm-hmm.
you're my class, so we still keep in touch, and we're still like close friends. And there's Tessie. Tessie was one of
Yeah.
my closest, if not the closest friend I had.
Tessie
All the time.
was part of TEM.
Yes, was it TEN or ENT?
ENT, was it EMT or MET? Oh my gosh. Anyway,
We forgot it.
moving on.
We forgot what
Oh
are.
my goodness.
Yeah, so there's Tessie, there's Emma,
Hmm.
and who else? Hey, if I forget somebody, they'll beat me.
They will beat you, so you better remember them. I'm sure I've forgotten so many people, but like, sorry.
Yeah, but and then there's our classmates. We have Bernard, we have Sechibia, we have Nidal, um, Annabelle. These are all people that obviously we don't communicate every day, but we're still in touch. We still keep
Yeah,
up keep up with each other's lives, and that's that's a good thing, I think.
true.
Mhm. Okay, so what do you remember about the last day of school, the last days of school, and then we can sing the school song and wrap up.
Who was singing this?
You are singing it. You're singing it.
Okay, so I remember the last days of school. Obviously, that was Wasi period, and I remember we had so much freedom, and but most especially we were really really studying a lot,
Mm,
trying to knock our papers out, like just trying to finish and finish well.
mm-hmm,
And I remember there were some really, really special moments in the Eastern Dining Hall. Um, because we weren't using our classrooms anymore. We were learning
Oh,
in the Eastern
you've
Dining Hall.
unlocked a memory. We were learning in the dining hall.
Yeah, we were learning in the dining hall. Yeah, I remember Icha and I had like a fight, a really big fight.
Hey.
I don't remember over what, but we had like a really, really huge fight. And um I remember because the way we made up was very, very special to me. And so I don't think I'll ever forget that. But anyway, yes, enough of the sentiments. But yes, we had that. I remember we used to like study. It was the closer squad. So Stephanie, Annabelle, Icha, Sechibia, me. Um, we would study, and then to our left was the science. No, not science. To arts two, the arts two table. We
Mm-hmm.
were sitting anyhow, so we weren't really sitting in classes.
Yeah, we could mix with
Yeah,
your. You could mix with your
yeah,
housemates or your
we were
classmates.
mixing. Yeah. And I think there was an incident where we had some incidents with them. Like there was just so much happening at that point. So yeah, that was fun as well. I remember that we had math and history within one day of each other. So that time was crazy
Oh
because
God.
we had math and then the next day we had history. It was
Hmm.
insane. It was so insane. And then we had like 10 days to study for social studies.
Oh.
But I remember after our history class, people started like packing their stuff and counting down to go home. I remember feeling a bit sad because I felt like um, school is done and I'm not going to have this again. I think it was a sadness of regret of all the things that I feel like I could have done that I didn't do, really, now that I think about it. And also a sadness of like um, missing out on the experience that I had that I feel like I didn't really participate fully in. So that was me. That was where my mind was at the time. So I remember the day we wrote social studies, people were writing on people's shirts, people were signing in the yearbook, like yeah, people were giving hugs. I remember hugging like so many people that I didn't really ever talk to. But like I remember just going up to them and giving them hugs
Mm.
and people exchanging numbers to keep in touch. Um, people cutting their uniforms because they were done.
Can you
Um,
imagine?
yeah, and just the joy, it was so palpable. You could just tell everybody was so happy to be done.
That was May
to
May
be
14th.
yeah, May 14th. To be done with school. And I remember that the day before, May 13th, was Jeffrey Moore's birthday. And Jeffrey Moore was I don't know, he was very, very likable. Very likable. I think he was a prefect.
Yeah.
I think he was a prefect, yeah. Yes. So I don't know why I tie this memory with him, but I do remember there was some like celebration with him also. Um on the day that school was done. It's very, very unfortunate that he's not here with us today, but of course we always remember him.
Yeah.
And
And we remember Aaron as well.
yeah,
And
and Aaron. Oh God. And Aaron, and then there was someone else, Ellen.
yes, Ellen
Is
was
she Ellen or Ella? Ellen.
it's Ellen.
And then there was someone else,
There's also Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth.
There've been some others when school ended, like a few
Mm-hmm.
years after school. But yeah, we still remember them because we started with them, and the fact that they're not here with us is yeah, it's
Tough. Hugs all around. Goodbye to dining hall food. Goodbye to schools.
I was
Goodbye,
actually, I was
goodbye, goodbye.
actually, I was actually going to ask about our dining food because we had one thing that we always look forward to on
Your
Thursdays.
love, girl.
On
And the gobe.
Thursdays and gobe,
No, it was called Agba.
agba. Yes, I don't know
And I remember
why nobody else
we
calls it
made a
agba.
song.
We made a song.
We made a song.
What was the
Was
song?
it I think it was Stephanie who made that song. So I think I don't know if the last day we had beans, but Stephanie. So basically, the song was "Meda the Agba" for the last. Meda meda
Ah,
meda the Agba for the last.
I remember that song now.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there was that. I mean, there was, oh my gosh, so many things, so many. We obviously cannot exhaust them in this conversation, but yeah,
My love for KK grew in Achimota school
agreed.
because I don't know, people didn't like the kinky, but I enjoyed it.
Having the best time. I was
I
having the time of my life.
like Monday nights kinky and mackerel, Wednesday nights kinky and fish.
Take care, sis.
What's there not to like? People didn't like it. I'm like, okay, give it to me.
More for me, more pepper for me. Because I remember my first dining hall table in Form 1, they used to really give us such small pepper. And I don't like eating cake with small pepper.
Yeah,
So I would always ask my table head, like, please, is there more pepper? And he'll say no. And I'll be like, I can't eat the cake if there's no more pepper. Because, like, make it make sense.
like they were looking at me like, you actually enjoyed this. I'm like, what's there not to enjoy? Kinky good, fish good, pepper good.
It was just the hustle of peeling the cake with a fork and knife. But
Don't
hey, we
worry, I
got used
found
to
my
that.
way. I found my way, and
Yeah, we did.
I enjoyed it. And sometimes you bust the kinky to the house
Yeah,
to make mash cake
yeah.
or
This
to
was when we were writing Wasi.
yeah, one writing was see. And at that time too, like dining was like it wasn't optional.
Compulsory.
It wasn't optional, but it was optional. Do you get? So
Yeah.
so a lot of people will not come for dining. So just take
More
the
food for
more
me.
food for me. Just but funny enough, jollof nights they will come.
Yeah, of course. Who
Agba
didn't like
afternoon
jollof
they will
night?
come.
Because I know the Park boys would never come for kinky nights. Like they just wouldn't show.
No,
Some Fraser boys would be there. Park boys would just not show up. But jollof nights,
we're just having a ball. The first day I saw the cake, the cocoa and beans, it was just like one full cocoa, and I was like, "Is that
yeah.
all?" But come to think of it, I think it was enough. One cake, one cocoa is okay.
It was big, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was big.
sometimes you get
Oh
small.
my gosh. Just unlock the memory with this cocoa thing.
In fact,
Anywho,
we are supposed to be wrapping up, but now things just keep coming up because I mean, 3 years or maybe even 2.5 years was there's a lot to cover,
yeah,
a lot
so
that
much.
went on,
So
and
so
we
much.
can't remember
Remember the
every day.
time they banned entertainment for a whole term because we were
Bro,
making noise at Carol's service?
bro, I remember. What was the reason? After dining,
We
go
were
back to
making
the
noise
house.
at Carol's service.
After dining, go back to the house. And how do you expect us not to make noise? You brought Richie. You brought
Never
Richie.
ever forget.
You brought Richie to Carol's night. How should we be calm?
Right,
And at
right?
that time too, Richie was like the bomb diggity,
Yeah. Oh
producing songs
gosh.
for Asem, singing songs with Asem those days. So like, how do you expect us to be calm? So yeah, all these things just were you ever punished like individually by you yourself, like something you have done?
Um, Something I had done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we went for bonfire night. We were supposed to be in the house at some time.
and you
Echa and I were not
and you
there,
stayed out
obviously.
to hang out with
Yeah,
your
I mean,
seniors.
we chilled. Yeah, we were out chilling with our seniors, and we came back. Everyone was in the common room, so obviously we came late. So um, we were asked to read.
My punishment was getting out of the bathroom early. I never finished bathing early because waking up, first of all, was a problem. So when everybody's awake, I was told it's like 5 more minutes to sleep. And so I'll go to the bathroom like almost time to get out of the bathroom. So I'm always like late
Yeah.
to get out of the bathroom. And so one time my house prefect and me and one other girl, Elizabeth, shout out to Elizabeth. She and I we had to remove some rubbish from the courtyard. That was our punishment for that week. So that's one punishment that I had to um do by myself. But the rest was always a group punishment for me. Our
Yeah.
class at 7. I
Oh,
gosh.
girl.
Oh God. Like
Our
I
class had such a bad rap. I don't know
I
why.
don't know. I don't know. It's like
Every teacher would say the same thing to us.
don't know. They made us kneel on Africa.
For what? What did we even do? We're
We're
making
making
noise.
noise. And I think
As normal for teenagers.
the punishment was go and kneel under this hot sun.
Go and kneel on Africa.
Ah, the punishment
I
was
remember I was kneeling on Mauritius.
I don't remember which African country I knelt on. We made friends along the way. We have some memories that we hold on to dearly, and of course, education. Education is the most important thing. We're able
I
to.
don't remember Jack.
I remember the blink cards
Right, yeah, I
from
mean, yes,
literature.
of course.
The woman of
And
home,
daffodils.
daffodils. Um,
It's in the chest of a
in the
woman.
chest of that was a school play we also did. I mean,
Oh my
recently,
god.
the school play where I played the first bard,
Girl.
and I mean,
Where I was in the audience chilling in the arms of my man.
ah, oh God.
Endless giggles.
I said I'm like right now I just saw that they are doing a play at the National Theatre, like in the Chest of a Woman,
Yeah,
they're doing it. And I'm like, we did it first.
we did. Yeah, we did.
We did
You should have seen
you
us.
should have seen us when we did it as teenagers. Like
Yeah.
that was a fun time. I mean production and acting. I think a child was in the play.
Echa was actually Echa and I came to do um something. The market women or something.
Yeah, we played
The
part
women,
of the crowd or something in this.
yeah, the crowd.
Yeah.
Annabelle was in the crowd beating somebody.
Yeah, that was a fun time as well. That was also fun.
Yeah,
Doing the school
honestly, so
play
fun.
was fun. So how happy are you about the last 10 years?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. Um, I am happy with how much I have grown and learnt about myself, and um, just how life has been so far. Obviously, it hasn't been easy. We've had bumps in the road here and there, but ultimately, God has been very kind and gracious. So, the past 10 years, um, with all of its issues and challenges, they've been good. They've been good.
Yeah.
They've been good. Yeah.
I
What do
think
you
I
think?
think that it went by very fast. I was just
Yeah, I did.
17 years old. So what happened? Where did all the
You're now
where,
27.
where did all the years go? Like I can remember being in university. I can remember being in law school. I can remember just like weekends today, weekends tomorrow. Before you know it's the next year. Before you know
Mm-hmm.
it's the next year. And you see people, like a lot of people have left Ghana.
Yeah.
You know,
Including you, girl.
I
What do you
haven't
mean a lot of people are left?
I mean I'm like just here for like just a while. So, but like people have been gone for a while, like from the
Yeah.
time that we finished
Since
school.
after school,
Yeah,
yeah.
some people have been like gone since we finished school, and we've lost touch with a lot of people, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and we've also like lost people along the way, and
Yeah.
it just like life just went by real fast, and I sometimes it just like I take a moment to just like pause and then remember or try and just think about it, yes, you have reached a point in your life, you've achieved certain things in your life, but have you done enough? Have you been able
Mm-hmm.
to seize every single day? Have you been able to make an impact everywhere that you find yourself? Does everybody look at you and think that you are living water to a thirsty land?
Girl,
Does it
I don't know.
does it happen? Do you actually make a difference where you find yourself? Has this
Trying.
You're trying? Yeah, we'll try. We're trying our best, but we are still looking at the next 10 years, if God gives us the grace and the mercies to see us through the next 10 years. And so, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Um, Hopefully it doesn't go by as fast as these past 10 years did.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I see myself being living water to a thirsty
Oh
land.
boy.
I mean, yeah, much more than I think I may be doing now. Obviously raising a family,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, raising a family, bringing children into this world and
What are the
teaching
steps you
them.
are taking towards?
Excuse me, that's not the question you asked, was it? That was not the question you
Okay,
asked.
sure. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, raising a family. I've said that like 3 times
Yes,
already
you want
because
to raise a family. We get it. Okay. Is this an advert?
again,
Should
raising a
we? Should
family.
we? Please. Hi guys. Just so you know, Maureen is looking to raise a family. If you are willing to raise it with her, just send her a DM. I'll tag her. Send her DM.
Oh my
Say,
god.
hey girl, I'm ready to raise a
Looking to
family.
raise a family.
I'm ready to raise a family. Hey yo, look sharp. She said it like 3 times.
Um,
Okay, what next?
Obviously pursuing the rest of my dreams,
Mm-hmm.
doing all the things that I keep putting off
Like what?
because um I have so many plans that I have, and I don't really give myself the chance to enjoy things.
Mm,
So I think I will definitely be doing that for myself, just letting go, enjoying life because life is really, really short.
yeah.
And obviously, there's so much to learn. There's so many things to know. There's so many places to visit. That as well. So, traveling the world, hopefully,
Come and visit me.
raising a family. Please add that to the to
Are
the
you are
to
you
the
still
thing.
raising family? Hey,
Come on, in 10 years, how old will I be? Of course, I'll be raising a family.
but yes, yes, yes. we we have heard you.
Oh yeah, I mean, but that aside, seeing the world, seeing all the things, the places, the people that I want to see, um, learning all the new skills that I want to have. I still haven't figured out how to bake. I really want to learn how to bake. So
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I know that's like petty, but yeah.
No, it's not. It's fine. It's a good thing.
Um, and I also want to take on that thing. What is it called? You know that thing that they used to do with the yarn?
Crochet.
Yeah, crochet.
Hmm.
Crochet. I never learnt it.
That's an old lady thing. Well, we are getting closer to it, so it's fine.
And hopefully not working as much because as a 9 to 5er, I am tired. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. I am tired. And
So you want to retire
hopefully,
at 37?
yeah, hopefully I don't have to be working so much. Doing 9 to 5 and
Okay, so you want to be raising a
yeah.
family with a rich man.
Period, girl. Period. Uh-uh. Period.
Okay,
Please
so
add
rich
to your
men.
list, the list you're making.
Rich men know where to find Maureen.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously I think I'm also happy about the last 10 years. everything is fine. Everything is not everything is fine, but relatively everything is fine. You're still alive, and as long as you're still alive, you still have the chance to make, some changes in your environment or your life or whatever. So hopefully, God willing, in the next 10 years, I hope to have met Theo Walcott.
Oh,
I, no, see, there's a reason why I am where I am right now. And it's not just to pursue my master's. It's so
right.
that I
Come
can
on.
find I can find a way to finally meet Theo Walcott.
Come
And I
on.
just meet him. I just say, "Hi, finally you're here." And then I take a picture, and then that's it. Like, I hope it happens in the next 10 years.
I'm sure it
And
will.
yeah, I hope it will. I pray it does. And then what else?
Raise a
Yes,
family,
raise,
maybe.
raising a family just like you. Yeah. But sometimes too, you don't know. Maybe you are supposed to be a rich auntie. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
Who
but
knows?
well, I would want to be raising a family, so
Yeah. So who knows? I mean, we're still dizzy
still
about that.
young and
Yeah.
agile.
We're still dizzy about that part. But have you realized that your mates have married and have started?
Girl, please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Sometimes I'm like, is this not teenage pregnancy?
You know, just this past weekend, someone got married, and I remember seeing it on IG and going, "Wow, you're married. Aren't you young?"
Aren't we still children? What do you mean it's our turn to marry? No,
Someone has a whole 2 year old.
no, no,
Come
no,
on.
no, no, no. That's too much. It's too much pressure. What else was I going to say? Yeah, so to continue with my career path, I mean, it's I'm still trying to find my specialty or trying to specialize
Mm-hmm.
and, gain more knowledge in a particular area of law, but I hope to continue practicing law and, make a quote unquote name of myself. Name of myself. Maybe they will sack
The
me.
name of myself
Name
is Esquire. Esquire.
name name for myself in my practice, and
Mhm.
make my parents happy about the investment that they've made in me, so to be able to give back to them, and yeah, give love to my nephews and nieces, be a rich auntie, and whatever it is that I have to do. I mean, I don't know what else to expect. I mean, back then, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I would say I want to be a lawyer. Now that I've reached
Yeah.
there, what else do I expect?
You didn't
Oh,
know that there would be levels to this.
there are so many levels. There's so many things to look forward to. What else is there? At this point, obviously, family is next.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, we just pray and hope that when it's 20th anniversary, we do another episode. We'll see whether, you know, things have reached where they are supposed to reach.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Anyway, so yeah, Maureen, it's been 10 years since we finished, and well, it's been fun reminiscing on, our first day, our first friends, our first experiences, and some things that we should have allowed ourselves to enjoy while we're there, and things that we actually did enjoy. And over the last 10 years, I'm happy that you're still my friend, and
Oh.
oh, shut up. And um I just want to say, because it's good to give people their flowers while they're still here.
Oh my
And
gosh, I'm gonna cry.
please, I'll stop. And while in school, there's so many things that will make you, just like, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that, I'm stressed out. But then there are just little moments where you share with your friend and you're like, I can continue, or, this just made me feel better. And so the days where we would eat our jollof after visiting, or we would walk, back home, or we would even go to the canteen before SU meetings to buy those
Yeah.
sausages and school
Yeah.
snacks. And those are just little moments where you just appreciate that you have somebody who cares about you, who you care about, and you guys are just enjoying the moment. So thank you for helping me enjoy some moments in school. And
Oh, thank you too.
yeah,
Yeah, for letting me enjoy most moments in school.
high five.
Yeah. High five.
Yeah.
Ha.
So then this brings us to the end of our, what do we call this? Reminiscing episode.
Yeah,
And
reminiscent episode.
in May of 2011, hey, no, hey,
2014.
2014, in May of 2014, we said goodbye to the streets of the great city, and we embraced the new life of the adulthood life.
The
Very
streets of Accra.
soon after we finished, we turned 18, became adults, and began to face the realities of life. And so many obstacles came our way, but through perseverance and prayer and hard work, we're able to see ourselves through tragedies here and there. But we thank God for seeing us through. And we are hopeful about the next 10 years of our lives. And my guest today has been Maureen Do Agbaba, who I like to call, what do I like to call you? Do I call you anything?
Not at all.
Okay.
You do, but I'm not about to say that on air.
Say it. What do I call you? What do I call you?
I will not say it.
Anyway, so yeah. So Mo, and
Mm-hmm.
and we've had a very nice conversation about, our days in school, things we like to do, things we didn't like to do. And hopefully you enjoy this episode. Maybe a lot of people would tune out when they realize it's just mostly about Motown. But if you're a Motowner, if you're an Accra, I hope you enjoyed this episode. And you can tell us in the comments some of your favorite memories from school, and tag your fellow Accras to tune into this episode. I think it was a good episode, a good recap of our
It
years
was.
there. So
Yeah.
thank you, Maureen, for joining me. And you can
Thank you,
listen
Ram,
to
for having me.
another episode featuring Maureen called I Can't Make Friends from the first season of this episode. Maureen also has her own podcast. Would you want to advertise
Um,
yourself?
okay, well, my podcast is called the Mo Show Podcast,
Mo
and
Show
it's
Podcast.
available. It's available wherever you listen to a podcast. So you can check it out and let me know what you think.
Check it out. And
Thank
if
you.
you want to raise a family with her as well, send her a
Oh
message.
yeah, also let me know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So thank you, Mo. Bye.
Thank you, Ram. Bye.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Thank you for listening to Ayirebuah Speaks Literally. Na 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 na.